7 completely wrong facts about animals. Cheetahs. Myth: the cheetah is the fastest animal in the world. There is some truth in this statement because the cheetah is the fastest land animal in the world. At short distances, it reaches a speed of 109 kilometers per hour, which exceeds the speed limit on many U.S. roads. However, the cheetah is not the fastest animal on the planet. This title belongs to the bird. The needle-tailed swift is the fastest living creature on the earth. In horizontal flight, it can reach more than 111 kilometers per hour. Also, the fastest fish in the world, sailboats, nearly tied for second place with cheetahs, swimming at a speed of 109 kilometers per hour. Before we go on, like this video, smash the subscribe button, and click the notification bell to get new video updates. Goldfish. Myth: goldfish have a bad memory. Another common myth is that goldfish have a very short memory. It turns out that goldfish are quite intelligent creatures and probably would not be happy with such attempts to tarnish their intelligence. The goldfish's memory is relatively developed. They can remember some events for weeks and are trained to perform complex tasks. Among the set of tasks that they were trained on, pushing levers, ringing bells. Ostriches. Myth: ostriches hide their heads in the sand. This is one of those myths that has become incredibly ingrained, mainly thanks to the many cartoons that make us take this ostrich habit for granted. We've all heard that when someone doesn't want to deal with a problem, they dive their heads in the sand like an ostrich. Supposedly, birds do this when danger is near. Meanwhile, ostriches tend to run away if they sense an approaching danger, and are also quite able to defend themselves with powerful blows of their nose or legs. In reality, in case of potential risk, ostriches lower their head lower so that it is more difficult to notice them. Koali. Koalas are bears. Many people refer to the cuddly little furry creatures that live on eucalyptus trees in Australia as koala bears. This definition is quite evident because these animals are very similar to miniature bears, but they are marsupials. The koala is considered a marsupial because it has a pocket, which bears do not. It turns out that koalas are much closer to wombats than to bears. Dogs. Myth: you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Many have heard this expression and not only remembered it, but also took it for granted. Research has been done on older dogs, and it has been found that with the right training, they can learn new tricks, just like young dogs. Dolphins. Myth: dolphins are always friendly and helpful. One thing is usually said with confidence: dolphins will always support a person in the ocean, save them from sharks, and help find their way to the shore. The reality is not so rosy. Sometimes dolphins can be killers. Recently, scientists have made some disturbing discoveries about dolphins and how they tortured a baby dolphin to death. The fact remains that dolphins harm their own kind. Snakes. Myth: snakes hear and respond to music. The snake's spell is one of the most exciting and, at the same time, dangerous tricks. Snake charmers play the flute, and the snake sways to the music enchanted by the soothing notes. Well, except that everything in the last sentence is not true. It turns out that snakes do not hear what people are doing. They can feel vibrations, and in the process of casting a spell, the snakes react to the fakir's movements and not to the sound of the flute. It turns out that, like many street performers, snake charmers are more concerned that their performance is spectacular. It should also not be forgotten that fakirs can mistreat their creeping performers. Many snakes undergo a dangerous and painful procedure, removing fangs. Don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below letting us know what you thought, and make sure you subscribe to Dima Say What.